Amy, a vibrant woman in her late 20s, seemed to have life figured out, with a promising career and a loving family. Yet her personal life was about to take a dramatic turn that would test her emotional resilience. It was a sunny spring morning when she met John, whose charm and wit were irresistibly captivating. From that moment, Amy's life was poised on the brink of a profound transformation, one that promised love but harbored hidden dangers. Their encounter was seemingly fated, occurring at a mutual friend's wedding where both were trying to catch the bouquet. Amy's laughter filled the air, drawing John's attention. They talked for hours, finding common interests in books, movies, and dreams of future travels. As the wedding party dwindled, a new story was beginning to write itself, one that Amy believed would lead to her happily ever after. However, beneath the surface of this idyllic start, there were signs that were easy to miss, especially for someone as hopeful and in love as Amy. As weeks turned into months, Amy's relationship with John blossomed. They shared morning coffees, late-night movies, and weekend getaways, creating a tapestry of shared experiences. John was attentive and caring, often surprising Amy with small gifts or thoughtful notes. It seemed to Amy that she had found her soulmate, someone who understood and cherished her deeply. Their social media profiles were flooded with pictures of their adventures, each snapshot a testament to their growing love. Friends and family often commented on how perfect they seemed together, reinforcing Amy's belief in the strength of their bond. This period of intense affection and attention is often referred to by psychologists as love bombing, a phase that can be intoxicatingly blissful but sometimes misleading. Yet, as their relationship deepened, so did John's involvement in Amy's daily decisions. What started as suggestions gradually evolved into expectations. Amy, enamored and eager to please, initially viewed these as signs of John's deep love and concern for her. However, the dynamics of their interactions subtly began to shift, setting the stage for more profound changes in their relationship. Gradually, the dynamics in Amy's relationship began to change. John's once endearing attentiveness turned into an oppressive surveillance. He started questioning Amy about who she was meeting, checking her messages, and even expressing displeasure over her choice of clothes. These actions were framed as concern, but they were actually control tactics cloaked in the guise of love. Amy's friends began to notice these changes. They saw less of her. When they did meet, John was always there, or she seemed anxious, frequently checking her phone. This isolation is a common strategy in abusive relationships, aiming to cut off supportive ties and make the victim more dependent on the abuser. Despite feeling uneasy, Amy rationalized John's behavior as protective love, not recognizing the red flags. As the control intensified, so did the arguments. They were always resolved with grand gestures of apology from John, convincing Amy of his remorse and love. This cycle of tension and reconciliation is characteristic of abusive relationships, known as the honeymoon phase that follows conflicts. It serves to confound the victim, blending moments of affection with periods of tension. One evening, the veil was finally lifted. During an argument, John's anger escalated and he physically lashed out. The shock of the assault shattered Amy's illusion of a perfect relationship. Bruised not just physically but emotionally, she was forced to confront the reality she had long denied. This moment of violence was a jarring wake-up call that something was profoundly wrong. The days following were filled with confusion and fear. Amy grappled with the realization that the man she loved was capable of hurting her. It's a common dilemma for many in abusive relationships, caught between the person they love and the harm they can inflict. This pivotal moment is often what pushes victims to seek help, as it did for Amy. In her search for understanding, Amy turned to the internet, where she found stories of people who had faced similar situations. These narratives, filled with pain and resilience, resonated with her, providing both comfort and a sense of urgency to make a change. It was here that Amy realized she was not alone, and more importantly, that what was happening was not her fault. Confronted with the harsh reality, Amy knew she had to make a decision. Her safety and well-being were at stake. It was a daunting realization, stepping away from someone she loved because of the harm he was causing. This decision is one of the most challenging steps for victims of abuse, as it involves acknowledging the abuse and choosing to leave, often at great personal and emotional cost. Amy reached out to a close friend whom she had distanced herself from during her relationship with John. Reconnecting with her friend not only provided her with immediate emotional support, but also reminded her of the life she had before John. Her friend encouraged her to seek professional help and offered to accompany her to a local support group for abused women. This step towards seeking help was transformative. By reaching out, Amy took back control of her life. It was the beginning of her journey towards healing and reclaiming her independence. This process is crucial for survivors, as it involves externalizing the abuse and seeing it through the supportive eyes of others, which can significantly alter self-perception and aid in recovery. Amy's first visit to the support group was a pivotal moment. Sitting in a circle with other women who had similar stories, she felt a mix of relief and sorrow. It was comforting to be understood without having to explain, but it also deepened her awareness of the severity of her situation. The group provided a safe space where Amy could express her feelings and fears without judgment. The facilitator of the group, a seasoned therapist, introduced Amy to various resources available for victims of domestic abuse. These included legal advice, psychological counseling, and emergency housing. Knowledge is power, and for Amy, understanding the breadth of support available was an important step in her recovery process. Amy learned about the importance of setting boundaries and the steps to obtain a restraining order if necessary. These practical measures were crucial for her safety and a critical part of her journey towards independence. The legal aspect of leaving an abusive relationship can be daunting, but with the right support and information, it becomes manageable. Community support played a crucial role in Amy's recovery. Beyond the support group, her local community center offered workshops on self-esteem and personal safety, which were instrumental in rebuilding her confidence. Community support acts as a network of safety, providing both practical and emotional sustenance to individuals like Amy. Her family, once distant, became an anchor during this turbulent time. They provided her with a place to stay, financial assistance, and most importantly, the emotional support she needed to heal. Rebuilding these familial ties was essential for Amy, as it helped restore her sense of belonging and self-worth, which had been eroded by the abuse. Furthermore, community outreach programs and public awareness campaigns on domestic abuse played a significant role in educating the public and providing resources. These programs help reduce the stigma associated with being a victim of domestic abuse and encourage more people to come forward and seek help. Therapy was a cornerstone of Amy's healing process. It provided her with a structured environment to unpack the trauma of her abusive relationship. Through sessions with her therapist, Amy learned to identify and articulate her feelings, something she had struggled with during her relationship with John. Her therapist used techniques such as cognitive behavioral therapy to help Amy challenge and change her negative thought patterns. This was crucial in helping her rebuild her self-esteem and reduce feelings of guilt and responsibility for the abuse she had endured. Therapy provided Amy with tools to manage her emotions and cope with stress in a healthy way. The therapeutic process also involved group therapy sessions, where Amy connected with others who had similar experiences. These sessions helped her realize that her feelings were valid, and that she was not alone in her experiences. Sharing her story and hearing others' stories was an empowering part of her recovery. After months of therapy and support, Amy began to feel more like herself again. She took up new hobbies, such as painting and yoga, which helped her express her emotions and maintain her physical health. These activities were not just pastimes but vital parts of her healing journey, as they allowed her to rediscover and redefine herself outside of her relationship with John. Amy also decided to return to school to pursue a degree in psychology, inspired by her own experiences and the help she had received. This new academic pursuit was not just about career advancement but a deep personal commitment to understanding human behavior and helping others who might be suffering in silence. Her journey of recovery was not linear. There were setbacks and days of doubt. However, the support she received from her community, friends, and professionals provided her with the resilience to keep moving forward. Amy's story is a testament to the strength that can be forged in the fires of adversity. Recognizing the signs of an abusive relationship is crucial for early intervention and prevention. Experts agree that the key indicators include excessive jealousy, attempts to isolate the victim from friends and family, and controlling behavior regarding personal attire or social interactions. These signs can often be mistaken for expressions of love, making them difficult to identify without proper knowledge. It is important for individuals to listen to their instincts. If something feels off, it likely is. Consulting with a trusted friend or a professional can provide clarity and confirmation. Education on the characteristics of healthy versus unhealthy relationships can empower individuals to make informed decisions about their romantic engagements. Furthermore, maintaining strong, supportive relationships with friends and family is vital. These relationships provide a safety net and can offer perspectives outside of the romantic relationship. They play a critical role in helping individuals recognize when they are being treated poorly and encourage them to seek help if necessary. Amy's journey through love, betrayal, and recovery is a powerful reminder of the human spirit's capacity for resilience. Her story underscores the importance of recognizing the signs of abuse, the critical role of support systems, and the profound impact of therapeutic interventions. It also highlights the transformative power of personal growth and community support in overcoming adversity. For those who might find themselves in a similar situation, Amy's story offers hope and a blueprint for recovery. It serves as an affirmation that no one should endure abuse in silence, and that stepping out of an abusive relationship is the beginning of reclaiming one's life. Her journey is a beacon of hope, not just for survivors of domestic abuse but for anyone facing seemingly insurmountable challenges. Amy's tale of survival and transformation is an inspiring call to action for all of us to support and empower each other, ensuring a safer, healthier, and more compassionate world. Let her story be a reminder that change is possible, and with the right support and resources, new beginnings can be filled with peace and happiness.